But what we're going to talk about today is manifesting goals, dreams, and desires. So I'm going to share with you a recipe. Now, it's a recipe for manifesting goals, dreams, and desires. If you want to change and improve something in your life, if you want to get something, if you want to get and improve your income, if you want a new car, if you want better status, if you want to improve your health, if you want to change the shape of your body, if you want to get over the fear of public speaking, if you want a relationship, a passionate relationship, if you want even enlightenment and basically to have a sense of inner peace and joy, regardless of external conditions. The first thing you have to do is hate the situation you're in right now. You have to experience pain. This is never talked about. You have to look at what you have and start despising it. It's something I can't live with anymore. This negative energy is what condenses. You need to have condensed energy first, so that you can release that power and manifest things. That condensing of energy, people very rarely do. You need to have hurt that you are not going to take this anymore. So much that it condenses the energy so that you can move, that you have to move. There's no other choice but move, which means create what you want in your life. Without this element, you don't have motivation, you don't have inspiration, you don't have drive, you don't have enthusiasm. These are the key elements of manifesting things in your life. People who manifest things in their life, they jump out of bed in the morning because they need to make something happen. They're focused, they're excited, they're determined, they're enthusiastic, they're motivated, they're driven. Because you're not being driven by wanting something. You're really more driven by eliminating the pain that you have. Number two, when you're disgusted with how you look or your car or your income or the fact that your bills aren't paid or you can't do the things you want, that's when you can then clearly define what you want. From the pain, define exactly what you want, specifically what you want, and expand that dream. Create what you can call an ideal scene. What's the ideal scene for your life? Step 3 is a magical step. You have to write it down. Write down what you want. Why? If you look at energy, first part of energy is a wave. An electron is a wave. When it's observed, it becomes a particle. This is how energy works. When you have a thought about what you want, first, it becomes a wave. When you really focus on it and think specifically about what you want, it becomes a particle in the universe or in your field. But in order to convert it into the physical universe, you have to take a piece of paper and you have to write it down. So you have to write down specifically what you want because there's more mass. Step 4, there's a concept called dream building. Let's say you want a car. Okay, you write down the car. Go to the car dealership. Look at that car. Touch that car. Because when you physically touch something in the physical universe, things change. Sit in the car. Smell the car. Look at the price of the car. Study the car, but it's touching and feeling. If you want a Rolex watch, go touch and feel the Rolex watch. Put it on. Have somebody take a picture with you having the Rolex watch on. This is powerful. This little trick will start attracting that into your life much faster. Next, when you know what you want, you have to see yourself in possession of what you want to attain and feel now as if you were actually in possession of that thing. If you want a great relationship, picture in your mind yourself in your ideal relationship. You and your lover holding hands, looking at each other. Picture that and then feel now as you would feel if you were actually in possession of what you want. That's the feeling. This is a critical part of the recipe. Picture and feel now as if you were already in possession of it. And this is where almost everybody screws up. If you feel like you want and need something, if you feel like you lack something now and your emotional state will change once you get what you want, you will never attain it. Because if you're feeling lack or wanting or needing or have to have, nothing will happen. So the secret sauce here is after you picture yourself in possession of what you want and feel now as if you were already in possession of it, here's the magic. Then you have to release and let go of any attachment to actually having it. And when you release the attachment to having to have have it. When you say, but it's totally okay if I never get it, maintain the same feeling. This is the magic, because now you don't care if you get it or not. You're already feeling the same way as if you did get it. When that happens, the magical thing occurs in your life. You're the one who says, when I least expected it, that's when it happened. Number 7, you have your dreams, your goal, your big picture item of what you want. But realistically, that ideal scene for your life could happen 5 years from now, 2 years from now, long time. It's a dream. You have to have a dream, but you can't live in a dream world. In other words, you can't be delusional. So you have these big dreams. You feel now as if you were already in possession of them. You release the attachment to them, but you're going to be in a dream world. You have to do the next step. The next step is you break down that dream into a singular chief aim. A chief aim is something that you know you can attain in 6 months to 1 year. Your dream can be unreasonable. Your vision, your dream can be so big, it may take 3 lifetimes to accomplish. So your dream can be unreasonable, and the bigger your dream, the better. But then you have to now get realistic if you really want to make things happen, because you have to come out of the dream world, out of delusion, out of fantasy land. So you have to break your dream down into a chief aim, something that you know that you can achieve in 6 months to a year. So the chief aim has to be specific with a time limit, but it's got to be set up so that you know you can win. This is a game, and you're writing the rules. Write the rules so that you always win. So you have to have your chief aim and you have to have your objective. And again, they must be written down. Right on that wall over there, I got my dream, and then at the top, and then right below it, I got our chief aim. And then right below that, I got our objective. Now, the objective is something that you're going to, sometimes you can call that a goal. That's something you want to achieve within 1 month to 3 months. And again, something you know, as long as you do the actions, you can get it. Now you say, what do I have to do? What action step do I have to take tomorrow? What is the action step? You can think of all the things. So you grab a piece of paper, my friends, and you start writing all of the action steps that are needed, the actual action steps that are needed. Or if you don't know the action step, you write down the end result. Write them down. When you write this down, the whole universe now realizes you are serious. The last step, you chart your progress with statistics. Everything has to be measurable. Otherwise, you will confuse activity with accomplishment. Most people do that. They're not getting anything done, but they're always busy.